I raise my fist, and behind me 1,000 marching footsteps suddenly come to a halt. A silent crack of the vox in my helm. "We are ready, Shield Captain Aslan."
"Understood, brother,"
I reply.
"Begin."
In the distance, a booming roar of bolter fire catches the attention of the warriors behind me, slowly flushing out the howling mountain winds. Flashes of explosions reflect off the volcanic stone walls in front of me. Shock waves of heavy ordnance fire shatter the ice caps, starting avalanches. I glance over to the mountaintop. The wind is carrying snow. Footsteps approaching. The perma-frozen ground crackling under heavy armored boots. I do not turn, but I know there are 3 of them behind me. They stop at an arm's length.
"Shield Captain,"
says the Thunder Warrior closest to me.
"the battle is adjoined. Our 1st and 2nd divisions has engaged the enemy. We are to crush the last of the Emperor's enemies. We should join the fray and engage ourselves."
I glance over my shoulder. My helmet's tactical display tells me that the warrior addressing me is the captain of the 7th Company, nominated to lead the 3rd Division. The 2 next to him are of lesser rank.
"Hold your position, Captain."
I turn my gaze back to the battle over the ridges.
"We are to remain here as the anvil when the enemy retreats to the plateau. No foe of the Emperor shall leave Mount Ararat today. Shield Captain."
I discover both agitation and disappointment in his growling voice. He is dying. I can see it. Like so many before him. They are degenerating ever more rapidly. He is aware of it too.
"Have you forgotten your place, Thunder Warrior?
I turn.
I am the Emperor's word."
He takes a step back, and his orders are clear.
"We are to remain here until the enemy has been routed by the 1st and 2nd Division of your forces. Our task is to finish them, whatever is left trying to flee. The men want battle. This is not how we wage war, Custodian. Our place is with our forces, crushing the enemy."
He grips the hilt of his gladius.
"We were made to unify the old Earth."
He takes a step closer.
"And you are the one who would hold us back."
The sound of the battle in the distance is fading. Lesser and lesser shots can be heard with every passing second.
"Enough!"
I look down at him, straight in the eyes. He takes a cautious step back. Good.
"Thunder Warriors,"
I tell the army before me.
"long and hard you have fought, and victory is at hand.
My voice echoes in the wind.
The Emperor is but one step away in ending the war for Old Earth.
They bang their weapons against their chest plates.
A new era will start today. An era which you can't be part of. But fear not, Royal Warriors. The Emperor is not without gratitude. For the centuries you have fought his wars to achieve unity, our Lord grants you all one last battle.
My grip tightens on my guardian spear.
And the warrior's death."
As these last words leave my lips, the Thunder Warrior ranking as captain is already falling to the ground. Before his blood starts spraying out of the clean cut that split his torso into 2, I have already discharged 2 shots from my spear's bolter. The heads of the 2 others burst in an explosion of brain and bone. My left foot touches the ground from the step I started a moment ago. 3 dead bodies fall to the ground in unison, their blood freezing quickly on the ice of the mountain. The Thunder Warriors of the first few ranks 20 steps from me look at me in disbelief. A voice cries,
"Betrayal!"
The word echoes off the cliffs and spreads like wildfire on the lips. For the first time in their lives, their faces show doubt, confusion, fear. This gives me enough time to signal my lord's flagship, the Bucephalus, above me.
Now, brothers!
As I say this, I am already closing the distance between me and the first rank of the Thunder Warriors. Shocked, but only for a moment, they shoulder their bolters and begin to fire. Before the first shells scream past me, I am on them. I drive my spear through the side of the warrior closest to me, and as he expires in pain, a blinding flash envelops the plateau. From golden light, 99 of my brothers enter the fray via teleportarium, forming up in battle ranks, readying their weapons. Lowering my spear, I point at the remaining Thunder Giants.
We owe them a warrior's death, brothers!
I bellow. 100 of us. 1,000 of them. A challenge indeed. The master of mankind is testing us. Their crude power armor seemed impenetrable for those faced during the Unification Wars. But we are Custodes, the Emperor's chosen, not the primitives of barbarian tribes from the wastelands of old Terra. I am hit. Bolter shells explode on my pauldron. A glancing blow. Nothing more. A stain on my pride at worst. A fading nuisance. I empty the magazine of my guardian spear. With each shot, their lines grow thinner. A chainsword aims for my head, but is deflected effortlessly and hits the ground with the hand holding it. The Thunder Warrior screams, and as he charges, combat blade out, blood spraying from his severed wrists, I draw my misericordia from my belt and drive it through his eye socket. His battle cry suddenly stops when my blade's hilt crashes with his skull.
A warrior's death,
I whisper. He collapses. As I look up, their front lines are broken. My companions make short work of them. We are to them as they are to mortals. Swift, merciless death. They start to run. They are human after all.
Legion Astartes, they are retreating to the passage.
I vox.
You may proceed.
A growling voice answers.
Understood. Neutralizing.
My brothers form a shield wall, and we slowly start to pursue. Mercy killing those who weren't given a fitting end by our blades. We arrive at the passage 6 minutes later. Fading moans of the mortally wounded is carried by the wind. Scores of Thunder Warriors dead or bleeding in the snow. As I look up, a black power-armored figure with a winged helmet approaches me. He sheathes his knight's sword and bangs one fist on his chest plate as a salute.
Hail, shield captain!
Bellows the warrior. He removes his winged helm to reveal facial features that of a nobleman. I am Captain Melian of the 1st Legion Astartes. It's an honor to have fought by the side of the Emperor's chosen.
Hail, Dark Angel.
I say to the captain.
I am Shield Captain Aslan, custodian guard and companion of the Emperor of Mankind.
I return the gesture, and remove my helm as well. I dread the circumstances of our first meeting. Aye. Have you suffered casualties, Shield Captain? Please. I look down at him. My apologies. The rest of the battalion reports that the 1st and 2nd Thunder Warrior Division were similarly neutralized. What of your losses, Captain? Minimal. Our apothecaries are recovering the gene seed of the fallen. Hasten your efforts, Captain Melian. The Bucephalus will begin orbital bombardment of the site within the hour. Low orbit scans show a few Thunder Warriors made it out of the kill zone. Matters not. Their accelerated decomposition will finish the task we started here today. The new age of man must begin with a clean slate. So wills the Emperor. Order your legion to have all combat records erased from all logs. I will have all combat records erased. The Legion will have no log entries of what had transpired here today. I give a nod, and I continue. Have 3 full squads of your legionaries, with demolition equipment, accompany my detachment back to the Persepolis. The Emperor has one last unfinished task to tend to before we part to the stars. What may I tell the men about the target, Shield Captain? Inform them that they will have the honor to bring down the last church on Terra.